What's up internet, my name is Bear and welcome to a brand new video on Boku No Roblox. Today we actually have a new quirk, a completely new update, and a code that, you know what, I'm gonna give away today for free if you subscribe. So make sure you're subscribed and you get the code at the end of the video. Not really that I can enforce that, I'd appreciate a subscription. Right, so first, let's go over the list of things that are new to the game. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here it is fresh off the Boku No Roblox Discord. We have a rare new quirk that I have currently in my own possession, ORCINUS QUIRK. The gang Orca Quirk. There's revamped weapon models for katana, dagger, and pistol, of course, the basic weapons that you can buy in the shop. There is a new villain and hero raid maps that we're gonna check out today. Let me know if you want me to stream those raids so we can do those together. Just leave a little comment and say, yes, let's do raid or something, and I'll know. So along with that, we have 8 new gadgets and quirk changes. So for Warp Gate, we have the metal brace. I'll show them off all in today's video, of course. Black Hole has a 13th glove. Naval Laser has a naval laser belt, plus moves and hitboxes are optimized for it too. Then we have the voice speaker, plus the moves are damage buffed. Then we have the All for One respirator, the frog suit, and the half hot, half cold vest. Very important, of course. And the overhaul mask, which is last but not least, of course. In the fusion, arms 4 overall have been revamped. I'm not sure what they do, if it's just a model or if like actually the quirk is better, but we'll see. Okay guys, so the gang Orca Quirk is right here and it has a bunch of abilities. It does not actually have a gadget yet. Just because it lacks a gadget, we will equip one of the other new gadgets, which in this case I am kind of feeling like equipping the overhaul mask. So boom, let's do that. And then along with that, we'll equip one of the new weapons, in this case the dagger. Why not? Little spoiler, that is, of course, the overhaul mask. It looks very freaking sick. And then the dagger looks like that, which is a lot cooler than the plain golden dagger you got before. All right, let's start with the ORCINUS Q. So the Q is a pretty basic blast that will blast off any enemy that is somewhat in front of you. It does not have a very long range, as you can see, but that is where the Z ability comes in, which will hit all the way over there. So it does have low damage though. It has a lot of range, but low damage. Now the X ability is your traversal ability, which means that you dash through your enemies like so. And it does actually quite a bit of damage too. I think it's high damage, but I could be wrong. Next up is the C ability. I'm racing through these because we have more to do, of course, which will shoot up in the air and also does quite a bit of AoE damage. So if you're facing a fierce wings user and he's flying above you, just use that and he will be out of the air in no time. So beyond that, we have, of course, the ultimate ability. The ultimate ability will do this, just a huge blast of sonic damage. So this whole ability is based on sound, which is of course what orcas use. It's pretty freaking sick. It's mainly like a blast AoE range shooting kind of work. Then the form change is actually Killer Instinct, which will make your eyes glow very menacingly, and all your abilities will actually become red instead of blue, and they will increase damage, and you will have more sustainability, I think. So you will take less damage if you have this ability checked. Everything will turn red, which is pretty sick. Moving on from the ORCINUS Quirk, which brings us actually to the dagger that I'm holding right now, which of course has new sound effects, which is cool, but also has a B ability now. So you dash if you use it. It's pretty basic, but it didn't have one before, so that really helps, and the sound effects are super cool though. So yeah, props to the dev team for that. Now, let's move over to the next weapon, which is the katana. Also has new sound effects, and of course a B ability, which in this case is a blast. It's kind of like the Easter katanas who did multiple slashes. So of course it's stronger with the Easter katana, but still, you can buy it as at any time. It's not an event weapon and you can just swing. Now our next and last revamped weapon is the new pistol. So the pistols look really interesting. They have wings and they're very long. This is of course the max upgraded ones. So it shoots and makes a little shooting noise, of course. So we finally have sound effects for these weapons. And then the B ability is multiple shots at once and has insane range too. So you can use that whilst you're doing a drive-by, like you're running and you're going like ding, 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 ding. But yeah, that is all the new weapons, which is crazy. But we have more. We have more. So let's check out all the gadgets now. So we're at May's shop, and here you can of course see that there are different tiers. So I of course have all the final ones, but they do not come that way if you purchase them. So you have to upgrade them. I don't know when you gain the maximum ability thingy, but yeah, it's really cool. Now let's check out what all the new gadgets do. So overhaul just increases the damage of the overhaul moveset, like I said, and the model looks like this. So really detailed, really cool. Next up, we have the all-for-one respirator mask. It does clash a little bit with my bear mask, but it still looks pretty freaking sick. So what this will do is it reduces incoming damage, knockback, and stamina consumption, which is insane with the all-for-one quirk. So it's a really big buff. Next up, we have the voice mask. So you can equip this, you get the glasses, of course, and the thing on the neck, and you will get a big increase in the damage moveset for voice. So next up, we have the half hot, half cold vest, which of course is by Todoroki, and it looks like this. Pretty freaking cool. Now what it will do is it increases the damage for the half hot, half cold moveset. Pretty straightforward. Next up is the frog suit, which is of course by Sue. So with this suit, you get a really cool glove thingy and a belt and something around the waist. So this suit is of course for the frog quirk, and what it does is it increases the damage of the frog's moveset, which is pretty straightforward, but very useful. Now, next up, we have 13's gloves. So these are, of course, for the quirk Black Hole, and they're used by the character 13 in the anime. These gloves look pretty freaking sick, especially if you're wearing a suit like she does in the show, but I don't have that on my Roblox account. Now, 13's gloves increase the damage of the Black Hole's moveset. If you're starting to noticing a theme, that is because that is pretty much what all the things do, except for a few. All right, up next is Warp Gate's armor. So Warp Gate's armor is for the quirk Warp Gate, obviously, and it goes around the neck. And what it will do is it reduces the incoming damage for Warp Gate users. So this does actually not increase the damage, but it reduces damage against you because it's armor. Now up next, and actually as last, is the naval laser belt. So it looks like this. So this belt looks pretty freaking cool, except that I am not a blocky character, so it does not really work with my character, but it's still fine. It's a belt nonetheless. So what it will do is it increases the damage of the naval laser's moveset. So that should be all the new 8 gadgets that have been added. Of course, there's the ones that I haven't shown off yet, but I'm sure you guys have seen them by now. Now that we've checked all of that, we can actually move over to the hero and villain rate map. So let's do that together. So to get to the hero and villain raids, you of course go to Cementos at first. He will teleport you to the PvP lobby. And from here you click play, go to villain raid or hero raid, and you click on public or private. So you go to hero or villain raid if you want to start your own, or you click join game and join one that's already going on. All right, I've started my own, and this is the new map, which looks freaking insane, a lot less boring than the original map we had. So let's walk around for a bit. So of course we have a completely ruined city because we're fighting against villains. So in this city, buildings have fallen over, which is crazy. You can traverse onto them and kind of like try and dodge enemies. There's a huge blast radius here from whatever impacted here. And let's see what villains actually spawn, if it's the same ones or if we get new ones. All right, the raid is starting. I actually think this map is not bigger than it used to be. Okay, we do have the same enemy types. I can't tell if the map is bigger or not, but it's at least more like traversable, I suppose. And it's less boring. You have way more environments to play around with. So yeah, let's see actually how much damage Gang Orca's abilities can do against a whole group of enemies. Of course, I can already like one-shot all of these guys. So let's see if we can do that real quick. There we go. We use the Sonic Scream, kill a bunch of dudes over there. I'm not sure if they changed the AI because all the villains are not coming for me right now. I kind of have to go after them, so that's kind of interesting. Okay, so of course I'm not gonna complete this raid. I'm going to just leave and we're gonna actually check out the hero raid map. Alright, the hero raid map. So this is of course for villains if you want to get negative fame or XP or both. Honestly, it doesn't really matter, but let's check out the map. So it is so much less bland, of course. We have much better textures for the buildings. The map looks a lot bigger too, I think. The layout is definitely different. It's not a ruined city, because that is what the villain raid is for, of course, because heroes have to save the city and not destroy it. So yeah, it looks like a city, and a lot more convincing city at that. So yeah, I'm a fan. The buildings are huge. You have a lot of room to play around with. You actually have like kind of a store window thingy here. Honestly, first thoughts about it is that I really like it. I do wonder how it plays. It looks like on the hero raid map, you have a lot more space to work with. Like, you won't bump into obstacles as much as in the villain raids. So yeah, I'm not sure which is better. Honestly, this looks easier to me than the villain raid map, because the heroes can actually find you a lot quicker. And also, my thoughts on the ORCINUS quirk is that it's actually really nice for raids, because it has a lot of AoE abilities and the cooldown is not too long, so that helps. And that already brought us to the end of the video. And with that, we have a cool little message for you guys. So I've been actually entered in the partner program for Boku No Roblox as a YouTuber, and I've been awarded 10 million cash and an exclusive code for you guys, which is thank you. So you spell it with a 4 and a 0. I haven't entered it myself yet, which is what we're gonna do right now. I think everyone can answer this. I was not very clear on the details, but let's try it. So if you type in thank you with a 4 and a 0 for the U, then that should give you, boom, another 25,000 cash for you guys to help spin for ORCINUS. So the developers also said as a thank you for making content for the game, and they really appreciate us sticking with us. Please take care. The code lasts for 3 weeks, the thank you code, so make sure to use it within 3 weeks, guys. So honestly, with that, I want to say a huge shout out to all the developers out there. If some of you guys are watching my video right now, thank you for creating this game and supporting it for that long. And of course, we're here to stick with you guys, because this game, this is just a huge shout out to all the My Hero Academia fans that also play Roblox. And with this game, I have the biggest sense of community compared to other Roblox games. All right, and that was already the video. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, let me know with a like rating down below. Make sure to subscribe, which you can do right over there. If you enjoy my Roblox content, I'm sure you will enjoy this Valheim video too, because I worked really hard on it, so I'd really appreciate if you check it out. And with that being said, I will see you in the next video. See you guys later. Bye-bye.